Hello everyone. So I am recording the video of or rather the screen recording of the lab sheet titled Folder and File Creation with Logging, Moving and Copy Operation. Okay, so I am going to show you how exactly this particular lab sheet has been coded by me. So let's get started. So I already have a working what do you call for file creation, rather, yeah, file logging creation activity. So, so there is one catch which you all need to be aware that for many of you, actually, this path exist function was not coming. Okay. So this reason, actually, after coming back and kind of investigating, I found that the reason for this one is in the manage package. If you go, if you go and see the system UiPath system activities, this has actually been upgraded to 25.8.1. Please go ahead and check the version. If it is 25.8.1, then this path exist what you call activity does not exist actually. Okay. So what you need to do is just go to manage packages and downgrade. Okay, what you can do is that you can uninstall 25.8.1 and then install 25.6.1. This upgrade would have happened in past, I think 1 week or so, I guess. That's why suddenly you will see that this particular there is a change in the activity signatures. This is a very common problem also mm, in the day-to-day life of a software engineer. You actually design your, or rather, you code your design based on certain libraries and certain APIs. And when you actually go ahead and kind of test it or put it in the production, suddenly some of the libraries actually change. Okay, so there are two things you can do. Either you change the implementation, that is, instead of file path, I guess it was something else we needed to go ahead and kind of do that. Or the quick and easy thing is to go and downgrade, that is to keep using the old version of the library or the API, in this case package. Okay, so this is the way. This is actually the problem. This was actually the problem, and the solution is simple. Just go ahead and downgrade from 25.8.1 to 25.6.1. Okay, so with that said, so I am going to redo this particular exercise in front of you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that delete all these activities in front of you. Okay, delete, 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 and this is the copy file option. That also, I have only kept the sequence, and I guess by this time all of you are actually doing this good practice of enclosing everything in a sequence and starting your process with a message box. So that is there. These are some of the message boxes which we will be using in while actually we are actually coding this activity. So I have not deleted that. Okay, so let me go back to the sheet and see what exactly I have to do. So this is already done, creating the process. The name is folder file automation. So, okay, you can give whatever name you want, but make sure you remember what name you have given. Okay, so we will have to do bunch of variable definitions over here. You can go ahead and put any path over here as long as you remember the path, or you keep this path documented somewhere. Okay, I would suggest use this one. Okay, just go to your project and click this particular activity over here, or rather that folder over here, and keep all your project related activities in one single place. In that way, I mean, you know where your project is located, and that's the place all the artifacts related to the projects are actually present. This is a recommended good practice. Yeah, the the lab sheet is going to work irrespective of wherever you decide to keep um, mm, your um, your folder and file. Okay, so these are the three folders which I have actually created: the source, the destination, and copy destination. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to check if the source exists. If the source doesn't exist, the folder is actually going to be created. Okay, and then once the source is actually there, then we are going to create that log file, and immediately we are going to copy that log file into the destination. Okay, so once I think this is my previous run. Okay, and after that I am going to, sorry, I am going to move into the destination, and then I am going to copy this log file into copy destination. So these are the steps which we are actually going to do. And in between, what we are going to do, we are going to append a string timestamp, and then we are going to put timestamp. To put this timestamp, we are going to use the function now dot toString. Yes, I mean, I had previously run that late in the night. However, I guess there was some problem recording the video, so somehow that never happened. The video did not get created. I think this is my third time creating the video. Yes, in IT and in information science, we have to live with crashes, uncertainty of something suddenly not working. Okay, the important idea is that we have to persist and do it. Okay, done. Okay, so going back now to the next step. So I hope everything is clear now what exactly we are planning to do. We will go to the next step, which is creating the variables. I guess the variables would have already been created. Yes. So if you see the file path, I have taken the file path from the from this particular place. Okay, just I went there, clicked here, and then the file path was here, source. Okay, so I went ahead and kind of clicked over here and created the entire path. Okay, so yes, having said that, now let's move on and go to the next steps. Okay, so this is done. So we have created variable, we have put the message box. Now we have to check if the folder exists. So what we have to do, we have to use this path exist activity. And as I had told you, this one has been the signature of this particular path exists has been suddenly changed by UiPath. So so if it is not there, you have to downgrade. So in my case, I have downgraded it. Path exists. So here you are. So we are checking for the if the folder is existing or not. I guess that is the ask over here. Okay, folder exists. So path type is equal to folder, and we'll have to check the location of that. Okay, so where is the path is in the file path. Okay, so this is going to yield a Boolean variable. Okay, whether the path exists, yes or no, or either true and false, and and we'll have to capture that particular variable in another sorry, that output in another variable which is mentioned over here, exists. Okay, so here we will use the variable and we will say the folder exists. Okay, after that, pretty standard, we have to use the if statement. In the if statement, I'm going to check the value of that particular variable. Okay, a folder exists. The folder will be exist true or false. If it is true, then nothing need to be done. We just have to kind of put a message box telling folder exists. Sorry, it's not there. Yeah, folder exists, and just continue with that. Okay, So there in the next one, which is the else part, it means the folder doesn't exist. So here we have to go put the message folder does not exist, creating folder. Okay. And what is the activity to create the folder? Um, okay, so we have done all this step. Um, Create the folder. Okay, where did it go? Did I jump little bit more step and drag activity folder exist else and create the directory, or we have to do a create folder over here. Okay, so we will again go back here. We will go to our file activities. Okay, your file activities is under system, so we will do a create folder. There you are, create folder. Okay, so we will have to give the full name of the folder, that is the file path. Okay, once the folder is created, uh, okay, what do we have to do? Let's go and check. Create the folder is okay. Okay, so after this we will have to check if the file exists. So we will be coming out of the if statement over here. Now we will check if the file exists. Okay, so we again going to use this file exists. What is the file? Okay, so we had actually planned to name the file as log.txt. So the file will be existing in file path. Okay, file path is up till the directory. So I'll have to go ahead and add the uh, path directly to the log.txt file. Okay, so once this particular um, this thing is actually expanded, so it will actually point directly to the log.txt uh, file. Okay, so yeah, so let me go back and check. I think I had done it little bit differently. Okay, so I have no this thing to go back. Okay, a file exists. Okay, so where do I have to give the result? Okay, I'll have to give the result in file exists. Okay, so file exists is actually a boolean. Again, pretty standard. This one workflow. Yeah, we will have to check whether we will have to operate on file exists. So if the file exists, nothing to be done. Okay, we'll just put a message box telling file exists. Okay, nothing to be done. If the file does not exist, we have to create the file. Okay, so again a message box, file does not exist. Okay, and then we will have to now operate on this. Sorry, we will have to create that file, right? Yeah. So how to create that file? File exists, then does not create the file, then create file. There is a activity called create file. So we will come here, do create file. Okay, what is that file location? We will have to give the full file location, which is file path directly up till the log.txt. Okay, log.txt. Okay, so no, sorry. Here you will have to give the file name separately. So I'll put the file name separately log.text. Yeah, and it will has to be quoted. Okay, as simple as this. Once this is done, So the file is created. Do we have to go ahead and write something into the file? I guess yes. Yeah, does not exist. Create file, write text file, and I'll put that string timestamp. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you have to put a delay if the file, if there is some problem which is happening over here, you are getting some exception. um, we have to give time for the system to create the file. So you can go ahead and add a 2-second delay. So I saw that without adding the 2-second delay, things actually work. If it is not working between creating the file and writing the file, just give a 2-second delay. Okay, that will take care of any issues which you will see over here. Okay, I have created the file. I have to use this activity to write something into the file. Okay, so here I am writing something into the file by using write into the text file. Okay, what am I writing? I'm just writing timestamp, write to file name. File name text must be quoted. It has to be the entire path right up to the file. Okay, so that is there. So I am out of this. I'm out of this if condition. Once I'm out of this if condition, next what I need to do is yeah, let me go back and check what I need to do. I need to append a line. Okay, so what is that line? Mm, Append line. Okay, append line. What am I appending? The timestamp of which is now dot to string. Now actually will give you the current time as as and when you are actually making this call, and you will have to give the entire file path again over here. Okay, so something is now written. So now we will have to do the moving operation. So how do we move the file? By using move. Okay, just come here, go to file and check move file. Okay, move file from file to the destination. Okay, from file is your file path till the log file. Okay, destination is you will have to to where the file is to be moved, which is again we will have to see like this. This is the most easiest way of doing it. File system activity. Yeah. Okay, here it is. So we are moving to the demo. Just right click on that and get link to the copy as path. So it will copy the entire path from the drive till the folder. Okay, and it actually kind of uh, and it kind of creates the entire file, sorry, the path, and also quotes it for us. We will also have to click this overwrite. So if it exists, then it is going to be overwritten. Okay, so this is a warning. I think absolutely not recommended. Use a relative folder, which basically means you will have to use certain environmental variable, and then based on relative to that environmental variable, you need to kind of uh, give the final directory. this actually makes your program portable across across system. For example, suppose I kind of ship this across to you. Since this has a hard-coded file where you have my name, OneDrive, users, and all those things, this may not actually be according to your directory structure. So the usually the good practice is that instead of using hard-coded files, you need to use environmental variable. I think we had covered in the class that why of how to actually access the environmental variable. Okay, so with environmental variable, you can, yeah. So if I have to move from one system to another, I in the installation, actually, I have to change the environment variable accordingly. Okay, this is not related to, this is not related to this current activity. Just since this warning was there, I just wanted to tell you why this warning is coming and how to take care of that. Okay, let's not complicate further. So this will actually, this particular activity is going to move the file um, from this particular path, which is the source, to another place, which is actually the destination. Okay, let's go back and check. So you will get file moving is done. Then again, we will have to do a copy. In the copy, so let's see what is the activity is the copy file. Okay, again, we will have to copy. Now, since we have actually moved the file, so if I put file path over here, it's going to be an error because that file actually has moved. In this particular step in the process, I have actually moved the file. Okay, so I'll have to copy the file. Now, where is the file? The file is actually in the destination over here. So best way to do that is just go ahead, simply copy this by Control C and Control V. Okay, and the destination is, I guess it is copied destination, right? Yes. So what I'll do is Control C, Control V again. Okay, then I am going to edit it over here. I think it is copy, COPY, copy destination. Let me check. Okay, I'll go over here, click this again. COPY, C is capital, D is capital, destination. Okay, done. So let me check. C is capital, D is capital. Okay, done. So with this, again, I'll overwrite if it is there. Yeah, you need to overwrite because you are going to run it so many times. You are going to get errors and stuff like that. You will have multiple copies. So prevent multiple copies is better to kind of overwrite it. Okay. So it is now done. Let us see the moment of truth now, whether it works. Okay, it's compiling. Execution has started. Folder exists. Okay, I think I did not put that. Folder does not, file does not exist. Yes, we saw the file does not exist. Okay, you can go ahead and check whether the file really exists or not exist. Okay, so if you see over here in the source, there the folder is actually empty. So if we do OK over here, moving is done. Please check. Okay, let us check over here. Oh, okay. So we got some exception over here. Pretty natural. Let's see what the exception is. UI path system destination is denied. Why it is denied? User document, user path system destination is denied. Why it is denied? Is it open somewhere? Is it open? So let me try to close everything. Okay, and see. I hope it was just because I had kept that open. Moving is done. Please check. Let's see if the file has actually moved into the right. sorry, right place. So our objective was to move the file from source to destination. So in the source folder, okay, I think there is some problem which is happening. The file is still there. Okay, and okay, destination is denied. Okay, I'll pause the video, do the debugging, come back, and then again going to update you because there is a limit to the size of the videos. Okay, don't worry, I'm just going to be back. Hi, so I did the debugging of the problem. We are getting an exception. The exception was coming somewhere over here. I mean, while doing the move, actually the problem was I had not mentioned the destination up till the file. You have to mention destination up till the file where you need to where you actually need to move. Okay. So because there, yeah. So once that was done, the things are actually running. So I'll again run it and show you. Okay, you'll have to go and check if the file is done or not, the moving is done or not. Okay, so for that, the easiest way is to go here. Okay, we'll have to check the source. Okay, this one. Okay, this one is log. This is not log.txt. It is actually log. Okay, so the log.txt file actually has moved to the destination. Okay, it has not apparently. Okay, so I guess some more debugging needs to be done. I think the timestamp is uh, 12:25. That's correct. Okay, and then similarly, similar copy would be there in the this one copy destination in the copy. Yes. Oh, it is actually in the past. Yeah. So I guess let me run it again. Let me do one thing. Let me delete all the file, run it again, and see what the issue is. Yeah, this is the part and parcel of software. Things will not happen the way you want for the first time. So everything is deleted now. It was obviously going to do that because I had deleted the file physically here. So what I'll do is that I will again rerun it and see what's going on. I'm sorry about the background noise. It's daytime, and I guess a lot of messages in the PU groups. Copying is done. So let us see. Okay, copy destination. Yeah, the log file is there. 27. Yeah, somewhere over here. And in the destination, in the source also somehow it is actually not deleting the file. Let me, yeah, I guess there is some issue here. So I'll have to actually check. Yesterday it was happening, today it is not. Yeah, it has actually created this file here. Yeah, so I would say yes, this is the way this needs to be done, this particular workflow. You might face some issue around the file, the move file, because I guess it is not deleting the original file. Okay, so yeah, apart from that, everything is actually working. Okay, thank you. I mean, yeah, just try it. If you face any problem, we can discuss that further in the lab. Okay, thank you.